Warning, I chain smoke and I say fuck a lot, but I accept myself for the way I am. I accept you too. Viewer discretion advised. From crazydaysandnights.net, Friday, September 21st, 2018, 4 for Friday. Another link in the chain. Investigators for the family of this former A-list musician from a permanent A-list band are now checking to see if he was murdered, rather than suffering a terrible accident. The problem they are facing is his death was quite some time ago. On the bright side, they have the vehicle he was riding, and it's undisturbed from that date. They also have a diary of the people he had been meeting to get financing for a movie he wanted to make with his girlfriend. The movie tries to shed light on child trafficking and exploitation. 2 days before the accident that would ultimately kill him, he met with an A+++ list producer who had been visiting Washington, D.C., where our musician met him to discuss his ideas. This same movie, which is being produced by the girlfriend of the dead musician to carry out his wishes, has also claimed the lives of 2 permanent A-list singers who were directly involved in the making of the movie, and who also had confrontations with the A+++ list producer. And let's take a look at these clues. Number 1, former A-list musician from permanent A-list band. 2, he died from a terrible accident from vehicle he, quote, rode. 3, death was quite some time ago. 4, he was wanting to make a movie with his girlfriend about child trafficking. 5, met with A+++ producer who was in D.C. 2 days before his accident. 6, movie is being produced by his girlfriend. 7, also claimed the life of 2 permanent A-list singers. I can't really take any credit for this one. It was already solved in the Blind Items comments, but I can take what they were saying and see if it all connects. Let's take a look. Number 1, former A-list musician from permanent A-list band, LeRoi Moore, was an American saxophonist. He was a founding member of the Dave Matthews Band. Number 2, he died from a terrible accident from a vehicle he rode. And number 3, his death was quite some time ago. Moore was injured on June 30th, 2008 in an all-terrain vehicle accident on his farm outside Charlottesville, Virginia. So about 10 years ago on an ATV. Number 4, wanted to make a movie with his girlfriend about child trafficking. We've already talked about the silent children.
What? Hello? You want to watch chaos? Watch this. My name is Paul. What is your name? Jamie. Hi.
Number 5, met with A+++ producer who was in D.C. 2 days before his accident. 2 days before his accident, Dave Matthews Band played at Nissan Pavilion in Bristol, Virginia. And that A++ producer was it David Geffen? Geffen could have easily been in D.C. in 2008 because he was one of Obama's big financial backers. Number 6, movie being produced by musician's girlfriend. LeRoi Moore, saxophonist in Dave Matthews Band, dies at 46. Mr. Moore, who was engaged to be married to Lisa Bean in November. And from the Silent Children, Lisa and her soulmate and best friend LeRoi Moore, saxophonist and founding member of the Dave Matthews Band, were dedicated to helping alleviate the plight of orphaned and abused children. With LeRoi's untimely passing, she recommitted herself to the cause. In his memory, Lisa became a driving force towards the realization of The Silent Children, a documentary film addressing the realities of child slavery, sex, and organ trafficking.
I'm now involved in a campaign
traffic jam. They're seeking to unite musicians and their fans to jam up child trafficking around the world while also jamming to make a difference. We have got a lot of artists that have given us signed instruments as part of this Instruments of Change program. I've got a beautiful guitar here that was donated to us by Dave Matthews. He signed it. He's put some pretty incredible artwork on it here because he believes in this cause, and he believes that this instrument can be an instrument of change. Just a stroke of a pen can break the chains of slavery for a child.
Number 7, also claiming the life of 2 permanent A-list singers. Well, I just put out a video called The Silent Children documentary, where you can see that they are talking about Chris Cornell and Chester Bennington. From an open secret on Twitter.
Chris Cornell was the main financial backer for a documentary, The Silent Children, about child sex trafficking. After he died, the project was canceled. Chester Bennington was going to appear in the documentary. His band, Linkin Park, was going to contribute music.
The Silent Children, Introduction. The Silent Children will be a long-form documentary film with a compelling and original point of view. Drawing upon the unique talents and experience of its filmmaker, it will take the viewer deep into a world that exposes the truths of child sexploitation and human trafficking. In keeping with the great tradition of hard-hitting, investigative film journalism, and through privileged access, the film will follow several never-seen-before scenarios, ranging from shocking expose to uplifting redemption. Our approach will always be fresh and engaging. As we send field teams to film in distant locations, we will deal with subject matter that presents a worldview of this growing humanitarian crisis. Traffic Jam unleashes music to stop child trafficking. The ability to work musicians into the documentary will help to give other identifiable voices for these children. For example, Pat Benatar said that her Hell is for Children song is about child abuse. There are many artists that have written similar type songs, or who simply want to speak up for the children. Often a good story isn't enough. The inclusion of artists will add a lot more sizzle, media interest, and potential viewership. Some of those artists involved might include the Dave Matthews Band, Rolling Stones, Sheryl Crow, John Mayer, Linkin Park, etc.
I did take a sabbatical after Roy passed away because I needed to take the time to get myself back.
Fucking stoned.
I got